Good morning and welcome back to the Christmas countdown with the Matchstick Mouse. My name is Jody and today we are going to tackle day 10. So let's just jump to that page. This is the page. Let me turn the lights on. The page is pretty simple, so I don't think it's going to take us very long. I am going to take a break from using the brush pens. I am instead going to use two colors of green from the Studio 71 markers that I have that I'm trying to use up. I'm then going to probably shade with some Polychromos pencils or some other pencils because I'm not having a lot of luck doing it with the markers, and since I'm not a marker person, I'll do a base layer with the markers. And then for the background, obviously this would be pretty easy to do a black acrylic background with some stars, but we've already done that once, and yesterday's video was quite long and Friday's was long as well. So instead I thought I would make use of some of these creative memories. They are expressions of Christmas. They're 30 different quotes on vellum paper. So this is kind of what they look like. I thought I would use some up. I did use a few on my Christmas cards on the inside of them for the sentiment this year. So I have some that were too big for like a Christmas card, but I think that they would look great on here. So what I thought I would do is probably this and maybe some washi tape. I still really like this washi tape. I would like to use it at least one more time in the videos. But I also have this washi tape that just says something as simple as Merry Christmas. So I think this today's page is going to be a little bit quicker because there's not a lot to color on here, and then we're going to have a very minimalistic background. So let me adjust the camera downwards and we'll get started. So let's just jump right in with the, I'm going to do the darker green at the tree at the back and the lighter green in the foreground. So I'm gonna do that, and maybe we'll add some white or some sparkles to these trees. I'm not sure, not really understanding what this guy is doing here, but I did decide on a name. So I am going to call this little mouse Sam, because sometimes he looks like a boy and sometimes he looks like a girl. So I'm going to call him Sam because when he's looking like a boy, it'll be Sam. When he's looking like a girl, it can be Samantha. So kind of a unisex name. I've never asked Morgan O'Brien if it's a boy or a girl, so and as somebody put in one of the comments, I'm the boss of my own coloring book. So I had a good chuckle at that, and definitely you can do what you want with your own coloring book. Okay, so that was BG8 green, and the next one is going to be BG12 clover. And we got Wilbur here. So we got Wilbur and Sam. And let me grab a table topic question, since there isn't a lot to do on this coloring page for a change. Okay, what was your first job? Well, I take it that means paying job, so we will go with that. I worked from a very young age. I worked at, well, when I was really young, I collected, we had 7 different paper routes that were delivered in the morning. I'm a family of 6 kids, so I did the collections for all 7 paper routes. My dad would drive me around and I would collect. So that was probably my first job, but my first outside of the house, not affiliated with family, paying job was at McDonald's, and I was 14 and I worked at McDonald's, and I worked myself up to be a crew trainer, and then I left there. I have also worked at a bingo hall, which, okay, somebody with lung issues. This was back when bingo halls actually allowed smoking. That's how old I am. Yeah, so I did work for a number of years at a bingo hall, which was not probably the best decision. And I also worked at my local 7-Eleven. So lots of different jobs before I got into office type work in accounting. So it's kind of a fun, nostalgic question. Okay, I'll finish off some of this and I'll be right back. Okay, my furnace has stopped running again, so turn the camera back on and I will grab another table topic question. What's your favorite fast food meal? Now, remember that favorite doesn't have to be nutritious or anything else because we are talking about fast food, but I would have to say the one I order the most would be a McDonald's cheeseburger, medium fries, and a small root beer. And I love McDonald's fries, and which is probably, I started that love affair probably when I worked at McDonald's. So a long-standing McDonald's fry lover here. So yeah, that would be my favorite fast food meal. Okay, we're done with that. I'm going to let this dry for a bit before I start with polychromos, because I do find that the paper accepts pencils a little bit better when it's totally dry and not when it's wet. So let's continue on with our mouse colors. I'll grab our little cheat sheet to remind you what the colors are. We're back to having his normal hat. So we're going to kick off this with his hat, because then maybe I won't miss any mouse bits. So we'll start off with our lightest red. So I would like to thank everybody for their watching of the videos every day. And I check and answer all the comments. There were as many, I think I caught them all, but if somehow I missed yours, I apologize. But I do read all your comments, and I do respond back to them also. I think if you take the time to watch my videos and comment, I can certainly respond back. So that was quick. Let's do a little bit of shading with the lipstick red. Not too much, since it is such a small hat. Okay, pom-pom will be white as per usual. Now let's see if we can get all the mouse bits without missing an ear or an arm. We're going to start off with the tea rose, and we'll do our friend Wilbur, who again has no mouth. Okay, I do know that a worm doesn't have a mouth, but I mean, mice obviously are not this cute either, so at least you could do is give the, oh, that's a bow I missed there. The least you could do is make sure that the mouse is able to communicate. I mean, you gave him an eye. Good grief. And I'll grab another table topic question. Okay, so like, how did that branch, like, is it hiding under here? Like, oh goodness. Our next table topic question. If you could spend an afternoon with your favorite sports hero, who would it be and what would you do? I'm not a big sports person per se. Like, I don't follow a lot of teams. I mean, I used to follow some hockey, so my hockey team of choice would be the Las Vegas Golden Knights. I've followed them since they started. But if I wanted to actually spend an afternoon with somebody, I probably would want it to be somebody who I would look up to and be inspiring and stuff. So I would have to say I would like to spend an afternoon with Amy Purdy. Now, Amy Purdy is a motivational speaker now, but she is a double amputee snowboard Olympian for the USA. And I have heard Amy speak before, and I do follow her on Instagram, where she posts quite a bit of inspirational kind of stuff. But yeah, talk about an amazing person. I mean, really, any Paralympian would be totally interesting to spend an afternoon with and talk to them, because yeah, talk about inspiring people. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of shading on their ear. And so I've kind of been making the scarf the flavor of the day. So there's no real hard rule on my scarf color. We've had yellow, we've had blue, I think we've had red. Maybe we haven't ever had red. Let's have red, because then I'm not reaching for more colors. Okay, so I'd be interested if you have a favorite sports hero that you'd like to spend an afternoon with. Give me some ideas of who those might be, because there are a lot of inspiring people out there in the sports community. So I'd love to hear your names. Okay, so we're going to go with a fluffy part up here, and then I'm going to do the lipstick red, which is on my mid red here, just so it's a little bit darker. And gonna go with my darkest red, which is the cardinal red, for down here. I do have some banana bread in the oven right now, so I'm listening carefully for my oven timer to go off. Okay, these are going to be okay, he needs a hat. Let's do his hat in red too. Now, is that a star or the top of his hat? I think it's a star. Okay. Okay, that's all we're going to do for that, except for I'm going to grab some colored pencils. So one moment. Okay, I reminded myself that I said I would try and use up more of my other pencil sets. So I grabbed my Prismacolor, and I have them sorted using the Color with Claire color chart. So I need some shading for this guy. I'm thinking Kelly green might work, or dark green. So let's just find those. Well, I could not find my Kelly green. I did find olive green and grass green, so we're just gonna go with that. I'm leaving them kind of short pointed so that I hopefully don't have some breakage issues. Okay, so I'm gonna work with the grass green and see how that goes. I'm just gonna put it kind of underneath where it would be a little bit darker. There's no trunk showing here, so we just got a lot of green on the page. So, and then I will do the red washi tape because green and red go together. And then we will do a little bit of, I think on this one, I think some some bleed proof white to do a little bit of snow. Might kind of look nice. I mean, there's no snow in the sky or anything, but try some darker green. Give it a little bit of definition maybe, I don't know. Okay, that's going to be good enough. Let's do a little bit of shading on the mouse guy because his ear's looking rather terrible this time. I'm going to try and get rid of this. There's quite the snap on these Copic markers, putting them in and out. So I have been editing out, hopefully, a lot of that. So that's not driving you crazy. Okay, let's make his little envelope a certain color. I'm going to use RV0000, which is pale purple, if you can imagine. Copic does have some extremely light colors. Okay, let's grab our sentiment and I'll zoom you up. Okay, here is the full page. I'm just going to shift it up a bit so you can see what I'm going to do. So this is a quote by Charles Schulz, and it says, "Christmas is doing a little something extra for someone." And I kind of got that feeling that he was giving, so Sam was giving Wilbur a little Christmas card, so that's a little extra. And there's my oven timer, so one moment. Okay, that was perfect timing just before we get into something sticky. And I will insert a picture right here of my banana bread that I just made. I had 2 bananas that were nearing the end of their life, so I decided to make 3 little mini loaves. So since I live alone, eating a whole banana loaf is a little bit too much, but a mini loaf works just fine. So I'm going to take this piece of vellum, and I could either use some stick glue or that kind of thing, but I'm going to use this double-sided sticky tape that I got earlier this year from a estate sale. And I'm gonna just, it's sticky, and then you can just peel the tape back and cut it. So I'll do that off screen. So I've got the sticky glue on both ends, so that will really tack down that. And then I'm just going to use some Elmer's clear glue just in the center. I'm not going to use the liquid white glue because I don't want it to show through the vellum. And then I'm just going to line this up. The Matchstick Mouse here, that's printed on here, always shows through. So like I can see it on here. So what I'm gonna, what I should have probably done is whited it out, but I did notice that on a few of my pages. Like here you can see the Matchstick Mouse print. So anyways, too late. Let's also now take, I want to use this Merry Christmas, and I think I just want to put it kind of right there. Cut that with a craft knife. Both the same size. And where's my other? Here we go. Then I have this tape that I would like to use more of. And then this page will pretty much be done. Which will be nice because it's a Sunday and I'm sure everybody has lots to do before getting ready for the week. Maybe taking some time to go outside if you can for a bit of fresh air. Okay, let's see how this looks. I could do some the bleed proof white. Let me grab that. Okay, I moved the camera back down just so I can do the bleed proof white with you. Now, I don't want it everywhere, so I've used a very tiny brush. This is a 5/0 Artist Loft brush, so just from Michael's. So I'm just gonna lightly put some snow, and I'm not going to use a white gel pen because the bleed proof white is a lot stronger pigment wise than any white gel pen. So if you're looking for highlights, this would be the thing to do. Just doing it on the edges where the snow might catch. Let's put a little highlight there. To kind of get rid of that spot there. but just a little bit here and there. Okay, I don't want to go too crazy. Okay, so just looks like there's a little bit of snow out there. I think that's all we're gonna do for today, other than his pom-pom. So let me grab the infamous white stickles. We're not gonna do glossy accents on his eye today because we've done that 100 times. But since we are working our way through this bottle of stickles, let's not pass up an opportunity for using it. And this purple has dried and it's almost totally white. So that really is a light color. So that the stars match the washi tape at the top of the page, I'm just doing them in some silver sparkle pop. This is my second silver one that is also nearing the end of its life, so I'm hoping to use it up. I'm going to turn the page. I apologize for the odd camera angle. I don't want to put my hand in the stickles, as we all know what that's like. Okay, I'll finish off these stars and then we'll zoom out for one final look at our page for today. Okay, I have you zoomed all the way out. This is how our page has turned out. A little bit more simple than some of our other backgrounds and other days, but I think that that's kind of nice to switch it up a little bit. Not everything has to be super complicated. I am looking forward to going and eating a little bit of warm banana bread. I hope you do something fun today, something creative, and I will see you back here tomorrow for day 11. Let's take a sneak peek. We're going tree chopping by the looks of it. Okay, that's what we're looking forward to tomorrow then. Let's get rested up and I'll see you back here bright and early. Take care. Bye-bye.